Hey guys, today it's a very rainy day. I don't know if you can see the wet streets from here. It's basically raining from the morning, and it was actually raining so much this morning that I was very skeptical whether or not I could make it here. You know, but since I have made it and I'm currently in my office, I decided to do something fun. I was thinking of what videos to make, and I think I found one. I actually want to make a video on how to edit your photos in that very dark, moody, dark greens and very moody rainy images, because it's basically raining all morning. So what better thing could it be? It's a rainy morning, it's a rainy video. So with that said, let's get going. Remember, if you like the video, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and drop a like, share this video with anyone that may find it interesting, whether it's a person that wants to learn Photoshop professionally or as a hobby, whether it's a person that practices photography, again, professionally or as a hobby. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. With that being said, let's go to the tutorial. By the way, this is a new shirt. Uh, Tell me what you think about it. Is this good? Should I wear this? I normally don't wear shirts that are, this colorful, like blue and red and stripes and stuff. But mom got this for me, so I'm like, yeah, okay. So let me know what you think of this. With that done, with that out of the way, let's go to the monitor. So, hey, and soon we'll be going back to my computer screen. Actually, this video was supposed to be filmed a lot earlier, but I could not because I had some other important stuff to do, stuff to attend to, and I was busy doing those things, and so yeah. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's start and. Let's go to the monitor because that's very important. So here we are on our monitor, and you can see that there are two images that are already open. So this is the first image and this is the second image. So both of these images are again taken by me. That's the good part about being a photographer, because you don't have to search for other images, and you have to credit them. Some of them are not usable in YouTube, some of them are. There's a lot of stuff. I'm not saying that I don't use stock images or images that are licensed for free, but the less you have to use them, the better. So getting back to where I was, this is the second image, this is the first image, and let's get started. So again, this is the background layer. We are going to duplicate this. So let's press Ctrl J and you have a duplicate layer. Now we are going to use the camera raw filter, the shortcut for which is Shift Ctrl A, or you can just go to filter, camera raw filter, and you have Shift Ctrl A. So that's that. And now we are going to go to basic. The first thing we are going to do is this is a rain moody kind of image, right? So we are trying to make it dark. So the first logical step, if you are learning Photoshop or anything else, you want to use your logic. Memorizing values or memorizing which slider goes where won't help you. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to make the image a bit darker because it's a rainy image. By the way, this photo, when it was taken, it was not raining, but it was about to, so it's kind of the same, but we're going to make it even better. We're going to drag the exposure down just a tad bit. We're going to maybe drag the contrast down a little, and we're going to get the highlights down. We're going to let's keep the highlights here, let's keep the shadows up and the whites here, and then crush the blacks. And is this looks ghostly, right? But don't worry, we're gonna move the vibrance down, the saturation down. So yeah, that's that. That is what is left, and we're gonna move the shadows up, and you can already see it's coming to life. It's coming to that dark moody gray image, but we're not done yet. We're going to go to the curves. We're going to go to one point and just put a point on these intersections. You don't have to use much of thinking where to do it, just on these intersections. 1 2 3 4, drag the lowest point to the point where you think this is actually, like, this is too much smoke, this is no smoke. We're actually trying to lift the shadows, and what this does is it gives us a very, like, a smoky effect, and like obscure smoky effect. So that's what we're going for, and we're going to move this thing down. No, I think it was good where it was. Yes, this is good. I'm going to move this one up. I'm going to move this one up. Maybe this one down a little. This looks kind of good. Now we are going to the colors. So we are going to take the reds. Oh, this is a saturation panel. I'm sorry. You go down to the color mixer and you're going to the hue panel first. You're going to make sure which color looks like what. I'm going to make it look more purpley, and I'm going to make the oranges look more yellowish, and the yellows look more orangish. Yes. I'm going to move the saturation here, hue here, so the green looks a bit deep shade of green, and I'm going to move aquas to look like blues, and the rest we'll just leave it there. Just leave these things there. For this particular image, they are of no use, so we'll just leave them there. And we're going to go to saturation, and we're going to start dragging the saturation down. The red is already pretty, like, low on saturation. I don't think we need to do much about it. Just, like, leave it somewhere around here. Then we are going to move the greens, and we're going to desaturate the greens. Don't, like, yes, just leave a little bit of color. That's all I'm trying to say. So you're going to desaturate the colors, but you're going to darken that, and you're going to, as you can see, I'm darkening the colors, and I'm going to leave just hints of the color on it, so you can still understand that it's green or black or blue or whatever, but it's just, like, not there anymore as much as it was. So yeah, maybe increase a hint of red a little bit. Yeah, now that's that. Let's move the aquas up a bit, and the blues. No, this is too much saturation. I think I like it there. If you want, you can move the exposure up a bit, but then the smoky effect just goes away. This, this hazy kind of effect that happens on rainy day, this fog smoky effect. So we're to increase that, however, we can just bring the clarity down a little, and maybe dehaze. No, I think I like it here. And these, some parts are a little too bright, so let's see what I can do about this. Let's go to the color mixer, go to luminance, and let's see which color are you responding to. Nothing. Okay, let's fix this thing. Okay. So you can see, even when we have, like, absolute zero green, you can see some parts of green. So keep the saturation of the green as little as possible. And think about here is okay. Maybe you want to just move it. No, I think this is okay. This is fine. This is fine. I'm just trying too hard, Just trying too hard. This is fine if you drag the exposure up a little. Maybe that's what you like. For me, I think this will do. This is perfect, at least for me, and I'm gonna hit OK. And this is a very, gives you a very moody vibe, as I previously said. Now makes me wanna get some coffee. And this is the second image, and this image in particular, you can see, you can almost see the blue skies, and of course you can see the bright green grass. So again, we're gonna go Control J for duplicating the layer, and we're gonna go Control Shift A. Come on, yes. Now we have it, and we're gonna go exposure tad bit low. This one will have to dial the exposure because this is a very bright image and we're trying to get that gloomy and dark effect. Contrast, let's keep it here, we'll change it later if it's needed. Let's move the highlights and the shadows up and the whites down and the blacks completely gone. Then we're going to move the saturation down and the vibrance down, and you can kind of see where this is going, and you can almost see what's going on, right? You're there almost, but you're quite not there, right? So we're going to go to curve, and we're going to go 1 point, we're going to go 3 point, we're going to go 4 point, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, so 5 points are done. Do this, bring this down a little, move this up, and maybe bring this down. This amount of fog and smoke is enough for this one. Now for this image, we really have to go to the color mixer and dial in the colors and the saturation. Move the greens to this. Don't make it this much, this 100% hue. That this does not look good in my opinion, or in this particular image. If you have an image that this looks good on, go for it. It's all a matter of trying and testing what goes on with what. It's not maths. It's never 2.2 plus 2 is 4. Every image is different. Something goes very well with something other things doesn't go that well with the same thing. So try your hands out on everything, and we're going to leave the others here, and we're going to go to the saturation panel, and we're going to move the reds are fine. Let's move the oranges a little bit down, and you can get that wet, soily or woody color. Now let's go to the greens, and this is where you have to really tone down the saturation because it's a lot of green here. So move the saturation here, and you can, we are 80% down on saturation almost, but we can still see some greens. Let's keep this here. I like the hint of green that is there. And as for luminance, we're going to darken these colors. So reds go down, yellows go down, and greens of course go down. And this is it, but this is very dark, so we're going to just pump it up a little bit, but then it loses the foggy effect. So I'm going to go to curve, and I'm going to move this thing a little bit up. Yeah, I think this is exactly how I wanted it. Yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. The sky is blue here, so you literally have to manipulate the blue color here and make the saturation 0. Go to the saturation and make the blue 0. And now it looks like a cloudy sky. So this is it. This is how the image looks. If you want, you can play around with the exposure, but for me this is fine. It's fine for me. So there you have it, a beautiful picture where you can, it gives you that rainy vibe. So, as always, if you like the video, leave me a like, comment down below on what you want, and any suggestions that you might have. And also, please share it with your friends and subscribe, press the bell icon. Thank you. With that said, I'll see you in the next one.